Hi everyone, my name is Vazquez and I'm a creative technologist at Wayfair Next. Today I'm going to be presenting Fused Photo, an augmented reality system for photorealistic visualization of home products. E-commerce platforms have adopted augmented reality for two reasons. First, because it lets customers determine whether a product will fit in their homes, but most importantly because it lets them see and feel how it will look once it ships and lives at their home. Now, to create these augmented reality experiences, vendors have to create 3D models of their products. And these 3D models can come in two different flavors. One is the high resolution model, which really captures the nuances of a product, but is highly resource intensive. And then you have the real-time counterpart, which sacrifices some of that visual accuracy in order to support experiences in low resource environments, such as a customer's mobile phone. Now, vendors typically sacrifice some of that visual accuracy in order to support a real-time augmented reality paradigm. But this creates problems because it creates discrepancies between how a product actually looks in the space and how it looks to the customer in the experience. We created Fused Photo to deal with that problem. It uses augmented reality to capture the user's space and reconstructs it in an online rendering service, which swaps the low resolution model for a high resolution analog on the fly. First, the user captures their space and finds the floor. And while this is happening, we are taking note of ARKit's light estimation in terms of ambient intensity and temperature. And we also let customers pinpoint directional sources of light in the scene. Once the floor is found, the user can drop any 3D model onto the scene and position it accordingly, and then snap a picture from their desired viewpoint. This picture is sent to an online rendering service, which reconstructs the scene with a payload that includes the position of the product, the orientation of the product, the location of the floor, and the location of the directional sources of light in the scene. The render that comes from the scene, which happens in under 15 seconds, is not only truer to life because of the quality of the high resolution model, but because it incorporates different elements from the user's environment to create things like drop shadows, reflections, specular highlights, which enhance the realism of the picture. Now, we tested Fused Photos in a preliminary survey with 33 participants to see how the output compared to those of AR experiences in the market, as well as 3D artist design services which employ manual labor to create photorealistic renders of products in a space. What we found is that Fused Photo significantly outperforms AR experiences in the market, both in terms of realism and their ability to capture the essence and represent a product in a space. And we found no significant differences between Fused Photos and 3D artist design services. The quality of Fused Photos outperformed AR experiences at the cost of those 15 seconds of rendering time. Even though Fused Photos are not real-time, there is still value to that asynchronous AR experience. For example, now customers can swap in products in the same capture space or edit their designs even if they're no longer in that space. They can even take it a step further and share those spaces with friends or experts that can recommend designs of their own. What's more is that there's no significant difference in terms of quality with design services which actually require human labor and typically have turnaround times in the order of days to weeks. The bottom line is it doesn't have to be a trade-off. Fused Photos can be supplemental to traditional AR experiences as an added step that a customer can opt in when they want to be more confident about their next purchase. Thanks, and we hope you enjoy the rest of Kai.